I
Oh,
can see your belly.
what?
I told her I can see your belly.
Oh, look at that belly.
You're looking huge.
All right, guys. So tonight is February 11th, 2026, and the topic is using samples to leverage your business and also basket parties. I saw somebody posting about basket parties, and I haven't done one in a while, and I was like, great idea, something good to talk about. And I'm also going to remind you guys about the referral programs that we have available because we definitely want to be utilizing those. That's a great way to be getting new customers by utilizing our referral program. So, I talk about this a lot, just remembering that one of the fastest ways to like grow customers is not just always by posting more, definitely posting it into conversations and sampling, sending samples to people is a great way to do that. I've had a ton of people join my team by sending them samples, especially through pharmacy. I will say that I use this more in pharmacy than anything else. But most of you guys that are hopping on these calls consistently are pharmacy anyways. But I am going to talk about doing it with Clio too. So we're going to hit both a little bit. And just remember, like, people don't buy products, they buy experiences. They trust you, and sending them samples is another great way to help them feel like they can trust you. It also removes the risk because there's so many times when somebody's like, yeah, I want a new, try new skincare, like whatever, but they're afraid to actually like buy it without trying it, right? So I have a big old list of people I have sent samples to, and I've actually tracked it. And I would say I don't know what the percentage is right now off the top of my head. But I would say like a ton of the people that I've sent samples to have joined my team. So I do think it's valuable. I know it's not something everybody in the industry does, but it's worked for me. And I feel like any new ideas we can have is great, right? It also makes conversations happen, and it's an easy follow-up too. So let's talk about, first off, like things that we can sample and send out, some ideas of things that you can send out. And I have notes for you guys like always, so you're going to get the notes when I post the replay too. But let's talk about pharmacy first, things that I send out as samples for pharmacy. So I send out, yeah, Irma's got some sample packs already. Heck yes. So I send out recharge, those little recharge sticks, right? We also have those little recharge sticks for the Serenity tea, the coffee packs. So I buy those just so I can send them out in samples. I don't even like use them myself. I just buy the bigger containers. But there's also the skincare. You can get the skincare sample packs. The super elixir oil is available as a little mini sample. But you can also send things that aren't already in small, like easy sample packs. You can send out, like for Irma's holding up that little resealable pouch. I bought like 1,000 and million of those or whatever on Amazon.
These at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, y'all, I get these at the Dollar Tree. I got them just last year.
Too.
But the thing is, I'm not sure what to put in it besides the samples themselves.
Yep. We're going to talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're going to talk about it.
Excuse me, I don't have very many.
Yeah, so you can use those little baggies. Like I said, I got like 1,000 off Amazon for, I don't know, like less than $10.
Really?
So I use them for all kinds of stuff. But you could also package up like meal replacement shake, collagen, the creatine and pre-workout. Just put a scoop in the bag.
Okay.
Seal it. And if you wanted it to be prettier off Amazon, you can also get they're called smellless pouches or whatever. Let me grab one.
Yeah, I'm like, huh? This
if you wanted something prettier, you can get this kind too.
are
that you can
Mylar
actually
pouches.
seal.
Mylar. Yeah, those are Mylar pouches.
Yeah, I think I found them they're called like smellless bags or something like
Right,
that.
they keep it from smelling if you want to do perfume, for example.
Yeah, because you can seal it with like a flat iron. You can seal
Right.
these too. Yep.
Right. I used to have some of those for something else I was doing. I forget what it was. But yeah, I have these and
Yeah,
they have
those are a good idea.
they say
Those are
have a
cute.
sweet little Valentine or something like that, just because
Yeah,
it's Valentine's Day. And I'm thinking of putting I'm gonna make paper sticker. I'm gonna stick them on the top of my QR code. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. It's
Yep.
an idea. I don't know.
So I have a thermal printer that I make my shipping labels on. It's actually meant for shipping labels, but I print so much more than just shipping labels with that. Actually, I can print my QR codes. I can print directions that go right on top, so I don't have to write it out. And I have some Canva links I can send you guys. I'll add them to the notes also. I just need to write myself a note to add those in there.
Yeah, please, because I'm like stuck. I don't know what.
Yeah. So what I would do, and well, here, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'll talk about what else to put in them also before
They
I
have
get.
the men's sample of the cologne too on the pharmacy site.
Good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot they have the recharge sticks. I even have a little.
Yeah.
I've been posting that I've been using my coffee. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed. People have been wondering. So
Yeah, so I would just put in like 1, maybe 2 servings, like in the little pouch, and that's all that anybody needs to try it. And the nice thing about sending things like this, you can send it right in an envelope as long as it's not too thick.
Right.
So okay, what else to put inside it? You want to let them know what it is, how to use it, and your name and your link. And you can what I would do, because I love saving time, is I would just, even if you don't use Canva, you could go to the website, copy information from the website, put it into a Google Doc, and then, print it out and cut it smaller, whatever you need to do. And then you don't have to keep writing it every time. But I would sign your name, like, I can't wait to hear what you think. Send a little handwritten note too, but then you're not recreating the wheel every single time you send it out. Like, make sure to make this streamlined is my advice. For Clio, you can take your leftovers and stick them in little baggies.
Okay.
Right? So you can do it with Clio press-ons too. I don't recommend doing it with the LEDs unless you know they have a light, but I have done that before. I've made sure they had a light. And what I've done before is I just take like a pack and I'll just cut off a couple nails. Take your leftovers, use up your leftovers, that you're not going to use. And in those, definitely your business card, if you have one, or at least your shopping link, your QR code, or whatever, application tips that you could send printed out, or you could always send them a video with information too. Like, you could always send it written out also in a message, which is totally fine as well. So let's talk about who to message to get these out to. And then we'll also talk about posting about it. So people who are most likely to say yes to getting a sample pack is anybody that views your story, comments, obviously the obvious people. Oh, let me let somebody in here.
The thing is, nobody uses actual paper business cards. I've noticed that people throw them away all the time. So that's why I like the digital ones.
Well, I do. I use them, but just whatever works for you. I would do that. And past customers that have tried one thing, but you think they would like something else. People who ask questions, people that are engaging on your content, people you're talking to out in public, like you could put a few in your purse. If it comes up in conversation, if you're out and about and you're drinking your coffee, your mushroom coffee or whatever, you like, oh, here,
Yeah.
I have some. Let's try it out, you know? Other people you might not think of though, like coworkers, teachers, people you meet at the gym, especially for our wellness products, our nails too, because people that are working out want nails that last and don't break off, right? Mom friends, your kids' friends' mom, you know, friends of friends. There's a ton of people you could be getting samples out to. And also, what you want to remember, your next customer is probably already watching you and thinking about trying it. But if they get a message from you, hey, I saw that you've been loving on my posts, and I wanted to let you know I'm sending out 5 sample packs this week. Would you like to be one of my 5? Yeah, so kind of making them feel like, oh, she sees me, she's noticing me, and I could be one of her 5. Like, kind of putting it as like, not everybody's getting these, but I thought of you, right? People like to feel valued and seen, and I have found that if you take the time to send a sample, a lot of times they will shop. You might get ghosted too. You might send a sample and get ghosted. That happens, but we're not going to focus on the negative things. We're going to focus on the positive. And you also want to remember sometimes, maybe they were afraid to say they weren't ready to shop. So that's and they just didn't want to say that, right? So that's an okay conversation to have, like, hey, I wanted to see if you had the sample, but we'll talk about follow-ups next. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. So here's some ideas for messages that you can send people to get some sample packs out. You can say, hey, sister, I'm sending out some freebies this week, and I wanted to see if I can add you to my list. What's your address? And you don't even have to say what it is. You know, leave some surprise to it if you want. Or you could say, hey, I'm sending out my favorite skincare samples this week. I only have 3 to send. Can I send you one? What's your address? Or you could take it as like a product tester as an idea. I'm looking for some new women to try these products out, and I want honest feedback. Would you be willing to be one of my testers? Some people love that. Or like, hey, I've been loving these nails lately, or I've been loving this skincare, this pre-workout. Can I send you one to try? Okay, but then also I like to post about samples. I usually try to post like once a month or so, and it's like a curiosity post. I'll hold up some sample bags. Hey, I'm packing up some nail samples today. Who's next on my list? Or, hey, I have 5 sample packs. I have 10 sample packs, whatever, available this week. Who wants to try it? So I get a lot of people that actually will be like, yeah, that's fun. More than if I'm just posting about the products. I get people that will actually say, yeah, I'll take a sample pack. So let's talk about following up. Make sure, just like I always stress this, that you're writing down who you send a sample pack to, what you send, and the date that you sent it.
Okay,
you don't
good
want to
idea.
forget.
Yeah, because I always lose track.
Yep, you got to write them down. Personally, I have I use Google Sheets to track all kinds of things like this, because then I can type it wherever I'm at. Or if I forget, I know somebody, I was talking to them in a message and they want one, I can put them on my list as a reminder, send this person a sample. For me, I am so forgetful. So I have to do it digitally, but if that doesn't work for you, no pad and paper, like whatever your system is, as long as you have a system. Okay. So make sure that you write down when you sent it also, so you don't forget that you actually did send it. And then I follow up in 1 to 2 weeks. Hey, I just wanted to check in, make sure you got your samples. I would love to hear what you think about them. Let me know when you try them. And it would also be a good time too to send information. If my hair is such a mess, you guys, it would be. Yeah, I need to wash my hair.
My hair hasn't been working all day. My hair, I just finally got it to do what I wanted to do finally. So I know the feeling.
But and so if you didn't send written information to them with the sample, I would send it at that point too.
Okay.
But then follow up again in 1 month, follow up again in 2 months, follow up again in 4 months, 6 months. Don't be afraid to keep following up with those people because they were interested. These are people we definitely don't want to stop following up with. So here's some examples of what you could say. Did you get a chance to try it yet? I would love to hear what you think. If they like it, obviously say, hey, that's so awesome. I'm going to send you my link and make sure to let them know if there's any specials or deals, right? If it's Clio, I always tell them about the intro bundle sets. Pharmacy is always having deals. We know that.
Right,
So
right.
I'll let them know whatever deal is going on. Also, anytime I'm talking to people about Clio, I always also let them know that they get free shipping when they spend $100. Don't be afraid to say that because a lot of people will shop and spend $100 to get that free shipping.
Speaking of Clio, I'm already at 283 points. I just looked. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then, like I said, some people might ghost you. Don't take it personal. Life gets busy. Focus on the good stuff, but don't be afraid to follow up again because they might have been busy. They might have been busy the first time you followed up. Maybe they didn't try it. Maybe they did. So don't be afraid to keep following back up. But try to be like relational about it, like not spammy. Yeah. Oh, somebody's trying to come into the call. Randy. Okay. So that's kind of like all about samples. Now let's talk about the basket parties. So basket parties are like basically a portable little party in a basket. Okay. So you put some of your favorite products in a basket along with literature about the products, information, your QR codes, samples, or if you really trust the person, you could give them full size products, like maybe some of your own you already have open, or if you have testers that you have from vendor events or whatever. But these are actually so great for like, if you have a break room at work, you could drop it in the break room at work, right?
Mhm.
If you are going to a family gathering, you could bring it on over. Let people check it out. People get curious. A girls' night, any kind of like place where people gather that they could go through stuff on their own. You don't even have to be in the room. Leave it in there. Let people know, hey, I dropped off my little basket of goodies in the break room. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. I'm going to pick it back up at the end of the day. Right? So I wouldn't leave it there overnight because I made that mistake once and the cleaning ladies stole products.
Holy cow, that's happened to me too.
Yeah. So I would pick it back up. Let people know when you're picking it back up. I wouldn't leave it overnight, or obviously if you're worried about sticky fingers, but all the more reason to maybe just have, if you are worried about that, like sample packs instead of full-size products, right? But you will let people know I have full-size products available. I brought them with me. Come see me if you want to grab some. Or if you feel comfortable like putting out full-size testers or whatever, that's fine too. But one basket could potentially bring you 5, 10, 20 customers. Who knows, but you can also use these as like a host type of opportunity. So, and because I'll get into remind you guys about our referral programs next. But maybe somebody's loving the nails and she's going to have a girls' night coming up, or a girls' day or whatever. And she's excited about it. She told you she's doing her nails for her daughter's wedding, or hey, are you guys having a bridal party? Maybe you could bring some nails or bring some skincare. Maybe people would be interested, and then you could earn some referral credits, some referral reward, right? So you can also use those for like hosted opportunities. So reminders about the referral program. Brittany just let us know. We have a pharmacy referral program that nobody really even has been paying attention to. So in the notes, I do have graphics that talk about that, just so you know. And I did send the graphics in our group chat too, but if you can't find them or whatever, just click on in our group chat, just click media, and then you can scroll and see those photos. But basically how it works is, anybody that has a pharmacy account, customer account with you has a referral link. And when they share that referral link, they're going to get $10 off, and or their friend will get $10 off, and they'll get $10 pharmacy cash.
Ooh,
So,
and that way they can spend it on other products in the future. That's
Yep.
right. I remember being on that call with that one lady.
yeah. So it's super easy for people to find. I have the graphics in the notes though too. All people have to do is log into their customer account, click on profile, scroll down, and there's a button that says share the beauty link. And they just copy that link and they share that with their friends. Okay. And
how do you, okay, so you get the samples out to the person. Like, what if you're out and about, you just can carry samples with you? How do you approach like a random stranger, for example, not somebody you know?
I don't really, unless the conversation comes up. If somebody comments on my nails, yes, definitely. I'm like, yeah, I did these myself.
So you only
You
wait
wanna
for them
try
to
them?
compliment you first, and then
Yeah, I mean, I don't just like, oh, I have, that's just not me. I know some people do that. It's not something I personally do. But I would say if you do want to get more comfortable with that, I love it. And maybe use ChatGTP. Ask ChatGTP to help you with what to say to people when you're out and about. Because that's just not my wheelhouse. That's not something that I'm, you guys, believe it or not, I'm actually pretty introverted.
Mm.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I am. I can be on video because I'm in my own space. I'm comfortable in my own space, but I actually am kind of shy.
I actually have a girl in my class. One of my girls want to join pharmacy. I sent her the boards page that we have.
Awesome.
And I also sent her my join link, but she has not gotten back to me, so I'm going to talk to her tomorrow about it and say, hey, did you get a chance to look at my links that I sent? If you have questions, I'll be happy to answer anything you have. But she's looking for a job, any kind of job, she said. So I'm like, pharmacy.
This is great. Awesome. I love that you're talking to people. I love it. Yeah. What I will say, I do talk about the opportunity, the business, honestly, more than anything, because like you said, when people start saying like they're broke or they're looking for a job or a way to make extra money, yes, I do talk about the opportunity for sure. But I find it harder, just me personally, to just like bring up products to strangers unless it just comes up. Unless we're talking about something that relates, I find it really hard.
You don't compliment other people?
Well, I do compliment other people, especially nails, because I notice nails. But with like, and makeup is easier too. Like, oh, I love your makeup. You know, what are you using? That's a little bit easier, but like collagen or like skincare, like creatine, that just for me, like that's a harder topic to just bring up to a stranger, you know? So it just depends on the conversation that we're having. And then I think it's just natural. You just tell what you love and let them know, hey, actually, can I go ahead and get your number because I want to text you some more information? You know, that's what I end up doing. If it comes up in conversation, I try to get their number then and there.
That's right. Yeah, because when I was with Mary Kay, and yes, I'm not afraid to say who I was with in the past, I learned to warm chatter. And that's why I brought up complimenting others, because you come at them with kindness and they're like, really, that makes them easier and more comfortable to be talking to you first, and then more comfortable in the long run to buy from you.
Yeah. Okay, so Clio referral program. this one, same thing. They have to have a customer account. They log into their profile. If they scroll down, they can see their rewards and their referral link. Also, every time they shop, it pops up and says, hey, you've got a referral link. Yeah. So, at least maybe from your phone. I'm not sure if it does it from your, but if you scroll down, like once you've made the order, it pops up at the bottom of the screen. So how the referral link works for Clio, there is a minimum purchase amount. They do have to spend 50. I'm not for sure that it's a minimum for pharmacy because I don't see anywhere on here. There's no minimum.
No, there is no minimum from what I remember.
That's awesome.
I know.
But with Clio, there is a minimum. They have to spend at least 50. So talking to people who are sharing their referral rewards link, I always talk about, let people know about the intro bundles because that's just always the way to go. That's $50. That gives them everything that they need. And then their friend gets 10% off and then they get $5 rewards. So people can share just by, or make money just by sharing. They love the products. If they're sharing about it, I ask people, or if they tell me they love it, I ask them if they can share about it. Right. So
Is that the same thing as an affiliate?
For Clio?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I know there's an affiliate thing with Clio that I remember.
Yeah, basically that I never recommend people join as an affiliate because with that they don't get any bonuses. They can't build a team. So, and I always encourage people to join as a brand partner because they never know if they're going to decide that they want to actually build a team or whatever. And it just takes away the opportunity to get those bonuses and stuff. So I never even talk about the affiliate opportunity.
Right. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, so some homework for you guys.
I have homework as it is from school.
Make a list of 20 people that you want to invite, offer samples to.
Say again?
Okay. Make a list of 20 people that you want to offer some samples to.
But if I only had 10, like 10 samples packets.
Then 10.
Okay.
Whatever you've got. Use what you've got. If you don't have anything on hand that you can send out, if you're with pharmacy, I would say buy some stuff that you can send out as samples, or you can package stuff up like I showed you guys. With Clio, go through your leftovers, right? Just utilize those leftovers.
And it's always 2 nails, right? Is it 2 nails or just 1?
For Clio, I would send, I would send a couple nails probably because you don't know what size is going to work for them.
Right.
So I would send a couple nails, 2 or 3. And then, after that, actually message at least 10 people, right? That were on your list that you wrote down, or 5 people if you don't have 10 samples to give. But remember, you can always keep building. This is something that I would love for you to get in the habit of because I've seen how it has impacted my business. So for me personally, I think it's a great thing to be in the habit of doing, like once a month at least. And then make a curiosity post, right? Holding up your sample packs or your favorite products and say, hey, I'm sending out some samples. Who wants one? Right? Then within 3 days, send them or deliver them. And then don't forget to follow up with them.
Okay. And you have all the scripts to use that we can make our own that it's going to be in the notes, right?
Yep. All these scripts and stuff are in the notes.
Yay. Okay, great. And the Canva, don't forget the Canva links too, because that would help me with business card too.
I have some Canva links from somebody else made them. I didn't make them, so I just want to preface, I'm not taking ownership of those, but somebody had made some for like recharge and stuff like that. So I'll add that Canva link in there. Yeah, I've got one for, it looks like recharge the coffee. The instant perfecting cream.
Oh yeah, definitely, because I have some of those too.
Yep, because those are already little pouches.
Exactly,
Those
they're
are
little
great
yeah,
to
exactly.
send.
You got
Yep.
a whole box full.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I'll add those Canva links on there too. All right, guys. What
Thank you all.
questions do you have, or wins, or anything that you need help with?
Okay, so tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna follow up with my girl that I spoke to yesterday in class. She's one of my really fun, really good friends. And so I don't want to come at her like pushy, salesy. I just want to ask her casually, like, sorry, how did you get a chance? I don't know. I'm gonna probably say something like, hey, Tori, did you get a chance to see the links that I sent you? I know I texted you those, and I'm hoping you received my text,
Yeah.
because I'd love to talk more about it with you. It's really a cool thing.
So so
Say
that's
it
what I
just
would
like
say.
that.
Yep,
Really?
that's
Okay.
exactly what I would say. That's all you gotta say. And then see what she says.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
And like, I know I've said this before, but one of my favorite questions that once I get to the end of like back and forth with them, figuring out what their objections are and all that stuff. And you could always rewatch that recruiting training if you need to for like objections and things, but I always like to end it with, so on a scale of 0 to 10, how ready are you to join?
And what 0 to 10? What if they're on like a 7, for example? Like, what if she's
Then
like,
I find out, why are you not a 10?
okay,
How do I, like, what would need to happen for you to be a 10? So
yeah,
when somebody's like 7 or higher, that's always my next question. If they're lower than that, if they're like a 6 or something, I'm like, okay, no worries. Like, I'll check back with you when we have another join special, or I'll check back with you in 2 months,
yeah,
so they know I'm going to keep following up, because obviously you're not a 2, you're not a 1, you're a 6. So you're not ready right now, but probably in the future.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. I'm glad you're having conversations. That's awesome.
Yeah, I still haven't heard back from my girl Kaylee, but I'm gonna message her tomorrow and see, because I know she's busy with school. I know that she's got a full-time schedule, so I don't expect to hear back from her anytime soon, because she's got a full-time schedule. She works, and then she goes up to UC San Marcos. So
yeah, and
Yeah,
I have found
sometimes they
the
just need you
busiest
to
people.
push.
sorry,
What's that,
Wynn's
Jennifer?
talking. What?
Sometimes you just need to push the conversation a little bit farther. If you haven't
Harass
heard
her.
anything, I know
I'm not
that
gonna
she's
harass her.
busy. No, I'm not saying harass her. I'm just saying, like once a week, be like, have you had a chance yet? If not, cool. I'll wait a couple more weeks and then just continue to follow up, because honestly, like, I work full time. I run my pharmacy business. I take care of my mother-in-law and my mom and my daughter, obviously. I'm busy all the time. Like, I don't remember everything all the time. So I may have forgotten because I put it on the back burner. So just asking, it's not being salesy and it's not being pushy. It's just being like, hey, did you forget about this? And if you did, do you want more information or anything like that? And then just be done, until the following couple weeks or so.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That definitely doesn't sound pushy or,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, because we all get busy and we all forget.
Life gets in the way.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to screenshot a little screenshot that we're all here. All right, guys, let me know if you need help with anything, you're running into conversations that you don't know how to respond or whatever. I'm here for you guys.
Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you, Wynn. You're the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Have a good trip.
You too.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.